RVBN, the Rich Video Blog Network, home to top 10 list of everything and anything, weekly NFL predictions, great personality profiles, information on television shows, game shows, MBTA video blogs, sports video blogs, professional wrestling video blogs, and a whole lot more. Check out my archive on Facebook and YouTube, RVBN Belica, Massachusetts. Good afternoon, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. This is Rich again, back for your second video blog of the day for Tuesday, October 18th, 2016, around 5:22 in the afternoon in Belica, Massachusetts. It's been a cloudy day, only reaching 60, 61. They were saying today it was going to be very warm, record-breaking temperatures, but it didn't happen. Tomorrow it's going to happen. Some news to report on the RVBN News. Why the Golden State Warriors are minus 150 to 1 to win the NBA championship. That is the craziest odds of winning the NBA championships since the days of the Chicago Bulls back in the late 1990s. And Moya's Burgers and Fries and Shakes are coming to Belica, Massachusetts at the Travelco Plaza where the old Papagino's was. It's basically a Five Guys burgers and fries. It's supposed to open in January. Belica, Massachusetts is still looking for a date destination restaurant to add, but there's not too many places where they could put it. And that's about it on news from the RVBN Newswire. Be back in a flash. Keep calm, everybody. I'm a Julie Bennett guy. Molly Rosenblatt of WCCO rocks and has nice legs. Elizabeth Hatso, so stunning, she's the best. Amy Sweezy's awesome, awesome Amy. Linda Church of WPIX Channel 11 in New York, such a rockin' cougar. And she's got the nicest legs in New York City. Bob gives up ABC 11, has that sweet southern accent. And she has the best legs in North Carolina. The 6 cute leggy blondes, only on RVBN. I'm back. My second video blog subject of the day is about the classic TV series Fantasy Island. Fantasy Island ran on ABC for about 7 years, from January 28th, 1978 through May 19th, 1984. It was an anthology-type series where 2 to 3 stories were presented each week. It was a kind of a drama, science fiction, supernatural theme about on a remote island in the Pacific Ocean. Fantasy Island was created by Gene Levitt, and it was produced by Aaron Spelling and Leonard Goldberg in association with Columbia Pictures Television, which is now Sony Pictures Television. The idea of Fantasy Island came as kind of a joke because Aaron Spelling and Leonard Goldberg were shooting ideas with ABC about developing a television series. They developed a lot of great television series with ABC, like The Rookies and Starsky and Hutch and SWAT and Charlie's Angels. And Aaron and Leonard came up with an idea, how about a television series where people could a drama television series where people could live out fantasies. And one of the producers says maybe about the sexual fantasies. They couldn't do that on network television, and they kind of agreed with that. And Fantasy Island had 2 TV movies, one in 1977 and one in 1978, which was very successful, and they ordered it as a regular series. The stars of Fantasy Island were Ricardo Montalban as Mr. Rourke, who was the host of Fantasy Island, and he said, "Welcome to Fantasy Island." He was a friendly guy, but he could be a little bit deceiving. He was assisted by Tattoo, who was played by Herv Veniachachi, who was a midget and who would always go up to the top of the steeple, and he would see when the plane would come, and he would do the bell, the plane. Also, the other stars of Fantasy Island was Wendy Scotchell. She played Julie, who was like a hostess. She was on the show from 1980 through 82, and Christopher Hewitt played Lawrence as Welk's assistant from 1983 to 1984, who replaced Tattoo, and it was filmed at the Burbank Studios. On each episode of Fantasy Island, there were 2 to 3 people who came to Fantasy Island. They wanted to live out their fantasies. They had to pay Mr. Rourke $50,000 to live out their fantasies. That is kind of the equivalent to close to $200,000 today. And usually the fantasies were kind of harmless, like they wanted to reunite with their ex-boyfriend or girlfriend or an old high school friend, maybe living out a dream of a Major League Baseball pitcher or an actor or a detective or any other stuff. But some of them could be dangerous, and some of them could be, other stuff. But Fantasy Island was a very funny show. Even though it was a drama, it also had some science fiction things with kind of a little bit of a supernatural and other stuff. Fantasy Island was really popular in the ratings, and it was in the top 30 for 4 straight years. It peaked out in 1980-81 by finishing number 17th in the TV rankings, and a lot of famous guest stars were on Fantasy Island, and some of the actors and actresses who were on Fantasy Island, like guest stars, was very successful. They came back and appeared on other Fantasy Island episodes. But after like 1982, Fantasy Island dipped into the ratings. Backstage, like her Vinacasa was very mad because he was hard to deal with backstage. He wanted the same salary as Ricardo Montalban, and the producers of Fantasy Island refused, so Herv left the series and was replaced by Christopher Hewitt as Lawrence, which, that kind of doomed the show afterwards. And the original plan, when ABC ordered for Fantasy Island, they wanted Orson Welles to play Rourke, but Ellen Spelling quickly rejected the idea because he was Orson Welles had irritation on sets. I don't know if Orson Welles would have been a good Mr. Rourke, in my humble opinion. And Fantasy Island was canceled in 1984. It had 152 episodes plus 2 TV movies. Originally, Fantasy Island, when it was syndicated back in the early 1980s, it was a half hour, and it kind of had 2 or 3 stories that they did. They were combined it into one half-hour episode, like the stories of just a certain people living out their fantasies. And reruns of Fanatsay Island was shown in Boston on WCVB Channel 5 for a couple of years and WHLL TV 27. Eventually, full 1 hour episodes of Fanatsay Island were available in syndication. Eventually, reruns of Fanatsay Island went into cable with FX and TV Land. And they had 3 seasons of Fanatsay Island on DVD. The first season was produced by Sony Pictures Home Video, but DVD sales were poor, so they had to lease it to Shout Factory for seasons 2 and 3. And also you could catch Fanatsay Island on Cozy TV reruns. They did a Fanatsay Island reboot in 1998 with actor Malcolm McDonald as Rook. It was on ABC, but that was not very successful. It only lasted roughly a couple of months. It wasn't that great. And that's about it on Fanatsay Island. I'll be back with the third and final video blog of the night, which will be about the top 10 list of greatest Major League Baseball home runs of all time. Like I always say, keep calm, everybody. I'm a Julie Brennan guy. Molly Roseblood, WCCO, accent has nice legs. Elizabeth Hatzo, so stunning, she's the best. Amy Sweezy's awesome Amy. Linda Church of WPIX Channel 11, such a rocking cougar. She's got the best legs in New York City. And Bobby Gibbs of ABC 11 has that sweet southern accent, the best legs in Raleigh, North Carolina. And in the words of Dee Patel last week, no bus, bye now.